Hi guys, it's Kiarko here, back with another speed build. This is a speed build to finish off our school week. This is a kindergarten teacher's apartment, and this was requested by Zion. Thank you so much for this request. This apartment ends up being probably one of my favorite apartments that I've ever done. And you guys will kind of see why. I went with this really interesting style. I went with a very kind of early 2000s, very bright colors aesthetic. And the reason that I went for that is, well, I think the reason I went for that is because when I was originally like brainstorming ideas for this apartment, I started thinking about my kindergarten days and what the world was like when I was in kindergarten, what I remember being like as a child. And I grew up in the early 2000s, so I kind of remembered this particular kind of very colorful, very interesting style. This isn't like early 2000s, this is probably like early to later 2000s. It's like probably like 2005 to 2008 is kind of the century I was going for, I guess, or the timeline I was going for. But yeah, so this is just kind of inspired by a lot of memories from my childhood, colors I saw, styles I saw, photos of me when I was a kid, just kind of the surrounding environment. So it is kind of personal, I would say, and I think that's probably why it ends up being one of my favorite apartments that I've done, is because it feels very nostalgic for me. And this is definitely a place that I would live in, to be honest. Like I've said in the past, there's a lot of different aesthetics that I love and that I would love to live in, and this is probably one of them. Which I know is not super popular. I know a lot of people aren't really like fans of the early 2000s aesthetic for some reason. I personally am. It just really strikes me with a sense of nostalgia. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there are any other, 2000s children who are watching this, if you guys feel like this is at all similar to, I don't know, some sort of memory you have of being a kid during that time. But in terms of that, I mean in the sense of like the colors and the styles, I don't really have any like early 2000s like tech or references in this build. Is more just like general vibe, I would say. And I feel like it works very well for a kindergarten teacher. I feel like even in modern day, it's a very, I would say like an optimistic kind of feeling this apartment has. Like it feels very bright and fun and just like, I don't know, it just feels like an optimist apartment. And I feel like definitely a kindergarten teacher would live here. The story I kind of came up with is it is a single mother kindergarten teacher, and she has a daughter, and her daughter has her own bedroom there. So it is an apartment with 2 bedrooms for a mother and daughter. And yeah, so that's the build. I usually don't post on Saturdays, or not Saturdays, Sundays, or I also usually don't post on Saturdays too. But the reason I'm posting today on Sunday is because it is school week, and I had this awesome suggestion, and I wanted to do it really badly, and I wanted to do 7 videos for school week, so this is our last video, released on a Sunday, and then on Monday, tomorrow, we'll get right back into our normal little groove of random builds and build requests that I do for you guys. But yeah, since this is our last build for school week, please give me some feedback on how you guys enjoyed school week. If you like it when I do like theme weeks, or if you'd rather me just stick to what I usually do, which is just random videos every day. But yeah, let me know how you guys felt about that. What I was doing here in the beginning of the build, you kind of just saw me placing random stuff everywhere. It was just kind of me creating a mood board, I would say. It's just me collecting random things from the catalog about certain colors I wanted picked out, certain key statement items I wanted there, and just kind of helped me find a general sense of the aesthetic of this apartment. The mood board thing isn't something I always do. Sometimes I like just wing my builds, where I'll just build and just kind of see where it goes. But other times I do like building a mood board first, where I just go through the catalog and pick out key items that I feel like will really tie everything together. One of the key items for this build was that rug, that very colorful, bright rainbow rug in the center of the living room there. I really feel like it ties together the entire color palette, and it's just so bright and colorful and pretty and very happy, and definitely a kindergarten teacher's rug. I don't know, just what I was thinking. But you can see me putting together the living room now. I love those curtains with the fringe. I love the rug. This is just so reminiscent of my childhood, I feel like. Just for me personally, or at least even like what I saw on TV. Like this kind of feels like a sitcom house from the early 2000s, doesn't it, a little bit? Like it could be, I don't know, just what I was thinking. But yeah, anyways, so I'm putting together the living room, putting in a big square TV there, a little lamp in the corner there, putting together a little corner here, which is like a little laundry corner, because there is a, what's it called? There is a laundry room in this build, which is very useful to have a laundry room. Honestly though, like, ever since I downloaded the laundry pack and I've been like playing the game like in my free time, like just my personal recreational game, it really annoys me. I'm like really bugged by the whole laundry system. It's so tedious, and you have to like every time they get up or like change their clothes, you have to like do the whole laundry thing. And it's just like, I don't know, it's so tedious and frustrating, and I really wish I could just turn the laundry mechanic off. I don't know, maybe you can, I just haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I would really like to do that because it's very frustrating for me. And or maybe I'll just find a mod that helps me manage the laundry system a little bit easier. But anyways, besides that point, I'm just putting stuff on the wall. I actually did end up using like a few pieces from the base game, like that base game artwork I put there on the side of the butterflies. Which is very interesting for me because I usually hate the base game artwork and the base game furniture and stuff, but I used like a couple pieces in this build, and I think the reason for that is because the base game kind of had just like the early 2000s aesthetic, because I don't remember when it was released actually, but I do know that like a lot of the aesthetics were kind of inspired by that, / were just designed like that, and it just ended up working out for this build very well, so yeah, I finally got to use some base game stuff that I usually like would never use. But yeah, anyways, I'm putting together the tiny little kitchen here. The kitchen probably ends up being one of my favorite elements of this build, other than the living room, just because I just felt like I went with a really interesting direction with the colors, and I don't know, I'm just really happy with this build. I feel like it's definitely new for me in the sense that like I haven't really attempted this aesthetic in this way yet. And I haven't really gone with this kind of color palette yet, where it's very bright and rainbowy, because usually I'm afraid of rainbow color palettes because they can be a little bit intense for me. I like a good balance of color. I don't usually like rainbow palettes, but I actually do really like it here. And I think part of the reason I like it is because like the colors are a little bit softer. They're kind of pastel-y, I would say, and I think it just ends up creating this very like warm, colorful kindergarten-like environment that I just totally love. I would love to live here. I feel like I would like this place would just elevate my mood. I would just be happy all the time because I have like my little lanterns and my pink mirror on the wall and my beautiful kitchen and my big bright rainbow rug. Yeah, I'm definitely projecting myself into this apartment. But this apartment is not about me. This apartment is about our lovely kindergarten teacher and her daughter. Although I will steal it from him if I could in real life. But I am putting together the kitchen here. I went with these counters that have these flowers painted on them. And I love them. They're so beautiful. And it's interesting because I wouldn't usually use these kind of counters for this particular kind of style. Just because like the rainbow or the painted flowers is like, it's a little bit like folk country, like boho cottagecore-esque, which isn't this aesthetic, but it actually works here for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's just the color palette, or maybe it's just me. I just think it looks really cute. Isn't that such a cute kitchen? I love that kitchen. Okay, I also really love this bathroom with the lemon shower curtain, or is it oranges? I don't know. It's cute though. I freaking love it. I hope you guys love this too. I feel like some of you are gonna love or hate this apartment, but I love it. I think it's so wonderful. I don't know, I just think this apartment would make me have a lot of good days. I'd just be happy just waking up here. This is our little laundry room we're putting together. I didn't put too much detail in this, kept it pretty simple. If I could have like a purple like laundry, like washer and dryer, that'd be so great. I love I love brightly colored appliances. I love it when things that are usually meant for like mundane like household tasks are like very well designed and very colorful and beautiful, because I think that, you know, personally as an interior designer, I like to find like beauty in these very mundane things. I would like my dishwasher to be like freaking bright yellow if I could. I would love my washer and dryer for my laundry room to be like freaking pink. That'd be so amazing. But you know, in real life, I've never freaking seen a Best Buy sell a pink washer and dryer. I would love one. Please tell them that they should make one so that I can have one. But I live vicariously through this game. This is the only way I can have my colorful appliances. Like, do you guys ever look for like appliances and they're just so ugly and you just want like I want a pretty vacuum. Like I want a vacuum that's like really cute and nice, but you can't. They're all like gray and black and like just these boring industrial looking supplies, and I'm just like, no. Where's my pink vacuum, you know? Where's my baby blue hand vacuum thing? I don't know. Anyways, if you guys like actually like in real life know of any appliances or, you know, household goods that are usually poorly designed, if they have some colorful ones somewhere that are beautiful, please link me, because I really would love to look at it. I mean, I can't, like, I'm not gonna go and buy a new washer and dryer. I can't really exactly do that, but let me know, because I'd just love to look at it, to be honest. Anyways, that has totally nothing to do with this video. I just got really sidetracks for a sec, because that's something that I have been thinking about recently. This is the daughter's room. She's an artist, so I gave her a lot of art supplies, really colorful things in there. Gave her a desk under her bunk bed. That is a recolor bunk bed. That's not the new bunk bed that came with the game. It's a recolor somebody did. Because, you know me, I'm always gonna get recolors, because I just don't like the color palette that the Sims teams gives us sometimes. But I'm just decorating her room now, keeping it really simple, kind of all these colorful things in her room. This is such a nice room. I'd love to have this room as a kid, just have a bunch of colorful things. Well, my room as a kid was very colorful. I had like a bright, like lime green dresser that was very early 2000s. Definitely something from IKEA, you know? You guys know that era of like the bright lime green color? I don't know. That's my experience as a child. Let's see. I gave her a little easel because she's an artist. And now we are gonna move into the mother's room. So her room is a little bit more toned down. It's still very colorful, but it's not as intense, because I thought the bedroom would just be a little bit more calm and just a little bit more mature. So you can see I'm giving her, let's see. I like this bed I gave her. It's very nice. I like the little pillow on it. Let's see. I love those lanterns above her bed too. I wish I had those lanterns in real life. Looking for a rug now. What rug are we gonna go with? That rug? That pink rug? Okay. Yeah, that's a nice rug. Actually, yeah, I like that rug. It's, yeah, I like this. I don't know. It just reminds me of like all the old early 2000s TV I used to watch, you know? Like it just is very reminiscent of that. I'm trying to think of a movie I can give you guys as an example from the early 2000s, like a TV show, but I'm really struggling to find an example. Like all I'm thinking of right now is Gilmore Girls, but Gilmore Girls is not like this particular aesthetic. But there's like, if you guys can know of any like early 2000s show that like have this aesthetic, please comment down below, because I know that they exist. I'm just forgetting the name of them. But yeah, this just reminds me of that a little bit. Anyways, I'm just so on so many tangents right now. I'm just kind of like, I'm just so hyper right now. Gave her a little desk with the early 2000s boxy computer, and then gonna give her, let's see, some other little things, a box of tissues. That's where she would just do her work, grade homework and stuff, put little notes above the desk, maybe notes to herself for her classroom. I'm gonna give her some wardrobes over here. I gave her these big blue ones. These look straight out of IKEA, don't they? Like, I feel like a lot of the base game furniture was just inspired by early 2000s IKEA furniture. Like, am I wrong, or does this like really strike you as an IKEA wardrobe? Maybe that's just me. Gave her a little cork board, putting some notes on it, and then in this corner here, I end up giving her, let's see, what do I give her? I don't quite remember. Ooh, let's see, a plant? Yeah, same plant that's in the living room. I thought that was pretty cute. Some files and stuff. She's a little bit messy. She's got some crowded files from all her students. And then for last but not least, we're gonna do the hallway entrance area. From what I remember, I kept this pretty simple. I just gave her them like a little coat rack thing. You can see I hung a little bike helmet on there, because maybe like the daughter's like learning her first like bike ride or something like that. Mirror, and then I think that's about it. Let's see. Little wardrobe thing there, flower on top, trash can, and I think that's it. I don't think it, yeah, there we go. That is the build. Thank you to Zion for this request. This is really fun for me to do. I just, I loved this build so much. Anyways, oh guys, we hit 200. I totally forgot to mention this. We hit 200 people. Like, like what? Like, I'm so excited. Please join the Discord down below because I've been talking about it. Leave suggestions if there's any like particular video you want to see celebrating that, because I definitely want to celebrate it. I just really don't know how. But I'm so freaking grateful for you guys. I love you guys so much. You are amazing. Keep commenting your requests because you have such amazing ideas, and I really want to bring those ideas to life. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.